is horrible. And I don't know. Coming up is an amazing session, and I have so many amazing sessions, but this one I'm really excited about. I made a breakthrough. First, you're going to see me cross over deceased souls, the dead, and then you'll hear them confirm all of this and talk about angels and say thank you and how they're ready to go and all this stuff. It's just beautiful. But the most remarkable part of this session is I do ask questions, like I have all the years that I've done this, and I ask about the goddess Diane, or Diana. So I ask about the goddess Diane, aka Diana, aka Artemis, from Roman and Greek history, idols, the pagans and heathens, and I mean, she really goes back far. There was a psychic who this goddess materialized in front of and told her that she was from Venus and all of this stuff. And then 16 years later in Los Angeles, in a church, a reverend held a divine seance, and all of the walls started rumbling, and this phosphorescent light started to manifest, and it was this goddess being that materialized in front of all these people. And there's all these testimonies, and I put the testimonies in this documentary so you can read it and see what they had to say. The other side, the angels in the eight that work with me, have confirmed all of this. They told me what she is. They spoke her name amongst other things and told me where to find stuff about her in biblical scripture and text. She's in the Bible too. And oh my gosh, it's just remarkable. So pay attention, watch how this all plays out, because it is incredible. Okay, blessed be, here we go.
Emilia Bussey is a psychic medium, empath, and clairvoyant. Emilia has studied paranormal activity, demonology, and witchcraft since childhood through different cultures and religions. Emilia Bussey is an author, documentarian, and paranormal professional with multiple certifications within the field. Emilia has taken cases from across the world and mentored students globally.
It all started when I was just a young girl. I spent years looking for answers, even a lifetime. It's been over 30 years. Now I document everything that I have ever witnessed in the paranormal. I've seen things that most people couldn't even fathom, and now I'm sharing it all with the world. No one ever believed me until I captured groundbreaking proof of a demon and a manifested apparition. And then shortly after that was when I started recording EVPs, spirit communication, paragraphs and paragraphs of spirits and the information that they were speaking. Psychic abilities, where it all comes from, cosmic, ethereal, galactic light. There's a lot. About angels, the dead, crossing over the dead into the light. They talk about the heavens. They speak of demons and black devils. But the most interesting part of it all is when they bring me information, such as a name and address, to specifically find someone and give them a message. I placed a lot of my documented proof into books sold around the world. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to record all of the angels and spirits talking to me, but we're going to try something that I haven't done in a very long time, and that's the dowsing rods. So I want you to keep talking to me the way that we have for years and years and years, or my whole life. But I also would like you to try to use them. So I'm going to ask real quick a few questions and then we'll use the dowsing rods. Angels, protector, and the are you with me? Any spirits that are here looking for the light, I will cross you over. One more question. Is there, and I specifically need to know this, is there a spirit attached to the fireplace behind me? And is it the same spirit face I captured in the image the other day? Thank you. Okay. I feel like the camera's too far away. I know that you're here. Okay. To the spirit that's attached to the fireplace, will you please come forward and tell me anything that you want me to know? I just got the name Clarence. I don't know if that means anything. I just saw a horse. I don't know if you died on a horse or if you took care of horses. Thank you. We'll continue in a moment. Bring me the camera, please. Just keep the camera on that, focused on that. Camera focused on the recorders here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play these and take a 2-second break. Can you go and deal with that and tell the other one to be quiet? Okay. I'll let you get up the stairs before I push play.
Can we stay up there?
Yeah, I'll call you back. Oh, Luna always cries like this. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Right here. Here's some light.
Spirit that's attached to the fireplace. Please come forward and tell me anything else you know.
Rolling. Okay, I had one more thing I needed to say. It took me a very long time to figure out what they meant by when they would say we're being collected or collect us or you've collected the spirits. It all started because angels kept saying that we've collected the spirits. And I just kept hearing them say it after session after session, every time I would cross them over. And then one day I was like, what does this mean? And they're like, it means you're crossing over the dead. You're sending souls to the Lord. That's exactly what they said. And so, I would hear spirits say it, collect us, pray for us, open the light, we want the light, we need the light, we see the light in you, Amelia, we see the light around you, we see angels around you. She has angels around her. I would record them talking to each other while I was in the room, like spirits talking to each other, saying, there's angels around her, stay by Amelia, stay by Amelia. There would be angels, they would say, we just saw the angels, we can see the angels, we met God with or through the 8. And I'm going to be showing all this stuff. And the 8 are these beings, they always say they stand with heaven. And like spirits would say, we can see the Christ in the light. When I would start opening the light, there were times where they said other things. Like, I haven't even shown you any of that yet. There's a lot more. And, they would say, we see stay by Amelia, we see the angels fighting or holding back the devils or demons. Like, they would be talking about either one. Or sometimes they would say, they're snakes. The demons are snakes. And they would be like, snakes. Like, it's just, there's some creepy stuff and scary stuff. And I know that angels and demons are real. I've seen them. And I've shown you pictures that I've been able to document of them. And now you get to hear their voices. There's a lot more, except I don't talk to demons. I only talk to angels. There have been times, like one time I went live, and I used to do this all the time, and I would ask for anyone any question that they had, I would ask the angels, and they would ask me about if there was an angel of death. And then the angel said to look in the Bible, and we found the one that there is an angel of death in the Bible. And then the angel said, they mentioned the Reaper, and I haven't even showed you that yet. You know, there have been times to where demonic entities will try to interfere with sessions. It's rare, but it does happen. And it's usually if I bring in a piece of technology that some paranormal enthusiast made. There's some really bad cases around that stuff, and I will never make that mistake again. But you would hear on my recorders, and sometimes in the room, the angels saying, "Get back. Stay away from her. You can't touch her. You will never touch her. She will always be a part of the light." And it's really freaky. But it's also really beautiful. And this stuff you have to understand I'm very used to. You know, I deal with this stuff on a daily basis. So I'm just trying to ease all of you into my world, my life. So bear with me through this while you witness more and more past and present sessions. Real, angelic, and spirit communication. All right, let's continue. Okay. So, pardon the way I look, you guys. It's a full moon still, and it's pretty late. So I just want to explain something really quickly. So when they say, please collect us, they've been saying that for decades. They say this usually because they want to go into the light. I would show you a bunch of clips, but I will do it in another video and explain that. But when they say collect us, that means they want to go to heaven. They want to go into the light. And usually after that, when I open the light and cross them over, these angelic voices will come through that sound very different. And they will say, you're crossing over the dead. They're going into the light. They're going with the angels. And then you'll hear spirits say, we can see the angels, Amelia. We are saved. We're saved. Or they'll say they'll see the pearl gates. Or they'll say they'll see the angels coming down. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I know it doesn't make sense yet, but I'm going to be teaching you all of this and showing you the evidence to back it up and doing more live sessions as well. So let's continue now. Okay. Thank you.
Spirit that's attached to the fireplace, will you please come forward and tell me anything that you want me to know?
Okay, thank you. Can you push them together, both with the dowsing rods? That's crazy. You see that? Wow. Thank you. I can feel the force on that. That was not me. Okay, can you take them apart for me, please? And then I will record your voice. Do you see this? So now I'm going to record your voice. Okay, so to the ones here that are looking for the light, I am going to begin the part of that ritual for you now. Angels, as usual, I need you to confirm that the dead is crossing over during this process. Spirits, when you see the light, you must walk over towards the light. You must step into it. You may see family or loved ones, and you will feel a love like no other. Nothing you ever felt on earth. If you see the gates, walk towards the gates. Thank you. Okay, camera. So I can keep the camera on the little recorders here. Just want the microphone close to it. Okay, thank you. First one.
Okay, so to the ones here that are looking for the light, I am going to begin the part of that ritual for you now. Angels, as usual, I need you to confirm that the dead is crossing over during this process. Otherwise, you must walk over towards the light. You must step into it. Please stand there and walk together with us like yourself. I see the gate. Walk towards the gate. Okay, so to the ones here that are looking for the light, I am going to begin the part of that ritual for you now. Angels, as usual, I need you to confirm that the dead is crossing over during this process. See the light, you must walk over towards the light. You must step into it. Please see family or loved ones, and you will feel a love like no other. Nothing you ever felt on earth. Do you see the gate? Walk towards the gate.
Okay. Here, hold that way I don't have any distractions over here. Angels, protector of the eight, and spirits, what is it that you want me to know? What messages do you have for me tonight? What can you tell me about the full moon? I heard something in the other room. And what can you tell me? Have any of you, just tell me this, the goddess Diane or Diana, the one that the psychic saw with 22 other people years ago, that the other psychic saw, 16 years before her, she said she was from another planet, like Venus or something. What can you tell me about that? Does she even exist? And what can you tell me? Thank you. I was hearing some noises in the other room.
What is it that you want me to know? What messages do you have for me tonight? What can you tell me about the full moon? So what can you tell me? Have any of you, just tell me this, the goddess Diane or Diana, the one that the psychic saw with 22 other people years ago, that the other psychic saw, 16 years before her, she said she was from another planet, like Venus or something. What can you tell me about that? Does she even exist? And what can you tell me? Thank you.
Okay, so I heard her speaking around.
What can you tell me? Have any of you just tell me this? The goddess Diane or Diana, the one that the psychic saw with 22 other people years ago, that the other psychic saw, 16 years before her. She said she was from another planet, like Venus or something. What can you tell me about that? Does she even exist? And what can you tell me? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And make sure you're quiet. What else do you have to tell me? Thank you.
What else do you have to tell me?
Okay, now that was a male speaking.
What else do you have to tell me?
This one's almost out of room. Yeah, okay. I'm full, so I have to delete a few. Go ahead and stop that over there, that camera. Give me 2 seconds. Stay right where you are. Alright, go for it. Hit record. Did any of the dead cross over into the light during the session? You had a lot to say about the goddess that I spoke of regarding the other psychics. Do you have anything else to say in regards to that being? Thank you.
Did any of the dead cross over into the light during the session? We had a lot to say about the goddess that I spoke of regarding the other psychics. Do you have anything else to say in regards to that being?
I think they said that woman is horrible.
Did any of the dead cross over into the light during the session? Say about the goddess that I spoke of regarding the other psychic. Do you have anything else to say in regards to that being?
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me just stop this. So what I heard, what I think I heard, is that they said yes, that these spirits are crossing over, or that they did during the session. And I can usually feel it when that happens. And then I think that they said that woman is horrible. And I don't know if they're talking about the is horrible. And I don't know if they're talking about the is horrible. And I don't know if they're talking about the goddess Diane that I asked about, or Diana, or if they're talking about the female spirit that came with this fireplace around that's almost 200 years old. Get a shot of the fireplace real quick. Okay, so here.
Did any of the dead cross over into the light during the session?
Yes.
You had a lot to say about the goddess
Don't breathe.
that I spoke of regarding the other psychics. Do you have anything else to say?
You gotta stop breathing. Like, you cannot breathe. It's going to cover up the microphone and these, so now I have to do it again. You have to listen to me and trust me. When I'm playing this, do not breathe. Hold your breath. It's very important to have complete silence.
Did any of the dead cross over into the light during the session? We had a lot to say about the goddess that I spoke of regarding the other psychics. Do you have anything else to say in regards to that being?
You hear it? Yeah? You can answer.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to nod. The people who are watching this, they can't see you nodding. So whenever I ask you a question, you have to use your voice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Just had to take a little break. Love and light. Okay. I know that you want to talk. I know that you've been wanting to talk. When we had come back in, myself and another gentleman here with me, something fell back here. And then the gentleman here with me was helping me set all of this up. And what happened? What that you reacted, you're like, that's weird. Talk. When you were sitting here earlier, a few hours ago, and we were setting this up, you had an experience, and you said that was weird.
Yeah, we were sitting here laying out the flowers, and then all of a sudden we heard something fall off. I think the chase over there is what it fell off
I
of.
think it was actually one of my shelves.
Yeah.
It sounded like something hit the wood.
Yeah, and it just like there was just me and you in here. Nothing was moving around, and that just fell.
And these things always happen when I'm preparing for a session. You know, sometimes, yes, I'll stop right then and there if I see a spirit manifest in front of me, or I see an orb, or one of the spirits touch me. I know when they're ready to talk. It's just like when they're standing around my table all the time, and they confirm that, you know, on that other session. But, okay. I know you want to talk. So I have a question. I always, tell you guys, just tell me anything you want me to know. But I specifically have a question. What woman is horrible? Thank you. Your shoes are way too loud. We're going to have to get you some new shoes for filming. So come on over to this side and then hold the camera on here so they can see it while it plays back. Okay? So here we go with one.
So I have a question. I always, tell you guys, tell me anything you want me to know, but I specifically have a question. What woman is horrible?
Okay, thank you.
So I have a question. I always, tell you guys, tell me anything you want me to know, but I specifically have a question. What woman is horrible?
Okay, I'm going to let them speak. So you give me the camera here. Alright. Okay, I need silence, okay? You just sit there and observe. I need to know, okay, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, yes, I remember now. So, I posted a photo of this fireplace, and I do see, a manifested face, a ghostly face in it. Someone that I know, a friend of mine, lovely woman, when she saw the picture, she became extremely emotional and felt pain, things like that. I felt like it was a psychic connection. I've had the experience myself. Can you confirm if the woman if the spirit had any kind of effect on the woman? I honestly think that my viewer, that she just had a very strong psychic, empathic kind of connection. Do you have anything to say about that? Thank you. Oh, I think that was one of my cats upstairs.
I need to know, okay, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, yes, I remember now. So, I posted a photo of this fireplace, and I do see, a manifested face, a ghostly face in it. Someone that I know, a friend of mine, lovely woman, and she saw the picture, she became extremely emotional and felt pain, things like that. I felt like it was a psychic connection I've had experience myself. Can you confirm if the woman had, if the spirit had any kind of effect on the woman? I honestly think that my viewer, that she just had a very strong psychic empathic kind of connection. Do you have anything to say about that?
Good morning. So it's the next morning and I'm very excited to show you what I have discovered after a long night and long morning of research. Diana is a real being. And I'm going to show you all the proof that I found, and I'm sure there's going to be more after that. Here we go. Okay, so it's the next morning since this session. I stayed up most of the night trying to research. Took a bath at around 2 a.m. and then tried to get back to work, and then I fell asleep a little bit later. So the history with the Romans, Greeks, heathens, pagans, the biblical texture or texts and scriptures, as well as the reverence encounter of this being Diana, or also Diane, also known as Artemis. There's a lot of history because the names were changed with the Greeks and stuff, but it's all clashing. You know, biblical scriptures saying she's a fallen angel of some kind, of fallen goddess, and then, you know, the encounter with the Reverend is very different and divine and, you know, peaceful. And there's a lot of interesting stuff surrounding this. And so I'm going to show you what I found, some of what I found. I'm sure there's more, and this can be continued. And I never really dug into this. I had heard about the encounter in the stories. The other side has mentioned goddesses before, which is something I'm going to show you later and get into later. And they also mentioned when, quote unquote, the god gives that title. All of this always leads back to heaven's divinity, God, angels, you know, all kinds of interesting things like that. So we're gonna go over this, and I'm gonna show you what I found. This is pretty incredible. Keep in mind that this is very normal for me. I am always getting incredible information from these angels and divine beings. During, before, and after I cross over the spirits. And speaking of crossing over the spirit, I don't know if the angels are referring to, and my protector and the guides, which is 3 angels and the 8. And the 8 are holy beings that stand with heaven. And when I had asked one time, the only time I've ever been forbidden an answer and never gotten one out of probably 500,000 after all these years, thousands and thousands of questions, not just from myself, but people all over the world. They said they were forbidden to tell me by the Lord when I asked if the 8 were ascended masters. And they said, they started talking about the Bible and the Lord and holiness and heaven and all this stuff. So, anyways, I don't know if they're saying that the spirit who's attached to the fireplace is the horrible woman, or if it's Diane, aka Diana, Artemis. I'm still trying to figure that out, because I did cross over several spirits and it was confirmed as well. So, it's to be continued.